Have you ever wondered what truly makes a man successful in relationships? It's not the flashy gestures or trying to win every argument. Success in relationships isn't about impressing others. It's about emotional balance, mental clarity, and wise decision-making. What if the secret to deepening your relationships lies in mastering your emotions and making decisions grounded in wisdom? In this video, we'll dive into the 7 habits successful men avoid in relationships, inspired by the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If you're looking to build stronger relationships and grow as an individual, this video is for you. Before we dive in, let's remind ourselves of one key truth. Success in relationships is about far more than external factors like status or wealth. It's not about impressing others with grand gestures or always winning the arguments. The true measure of success is rooted in your emotional intelligence, mental strength, and the wisdom to approach life and love with authenticity. Successful men understand that certain habits, if allowed to fester, can destroy relationships from within. These habits aren't just toxic. They stem from misguided ways of reacting to emotions or external pressures. By pairing Stoic philosophy with modern relationship dynamics, we can learn to avoid these pitfalls. So let's explore the first habit successful men avoid: emotional reactivity. Emotional reactivity can be the downfall of many relationships. We've all been there, the heat of the moment, emotions running high, and suddenly we find ourselves shouting, lashing out, or saying something we later regret. But here's the Stoic secret. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back and breathe. This simple pause is a powerful tool. Marcus Aurelius told that we have control over our minds, not over external events. Successful men understand this and make it a habit to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully instead of letting emotions control them. By embracing emotional discipline, they foster healthier communication and stronger bonds. Next time you feel the urge to react, remember the Stoic practice: breathe, pause, and respond with clarity. The second habit successful men avoid is people-pleasing. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to make everyone happy. Especially in a relationship, we often sacrifice our own needs, desires, and boundaries in an attempt to please others. But the truly successful men know that their worth is not defined by the approval of others. Stoicism teaches us to live virtuously, not to seek validation from others. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Successful men avoid people-pleasing by setting clear boundaries and staying true to their values. They know that saying no when needed is not selfish, it's self-respect. When you set boundaries, you create deeper, more meaningful connections. So, if you've ever found yourself saying yes when you really wanted to say no, consider this your invitation to break free from that habit and build relationships rooted in authenticity. The third habit successful men avoid is jealousy and possessiveness. Jealousy often stems from insecurity, fear, and lack of trust. Instead of trusting their partner, some men may resort to controlling behaviors or suspicion. But successful men don't let jealousy dictate their relationships. They cultivate emotional security and trust. As Stoics, they understand that jealousy is a reflection of their own fears, not the other person's actions. Seneca wisely said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Jealousy often comes from imagined scenarios that don't even exist. Successful men choose to focus on building trust through consistent actions, clear communication, and emotional resilience. They know that love is not about control. It's about trust and freedom. The fourth habit is relying on external validation for happiness. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that a partner's love or approval is what will make us happy. But the truly successful men understand that true happiness comes from within. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner virtues, not to rely on others for our sense of well-being. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you rely on external validation for your happiness, you give away your power. Successful men focus on internal growth and self-fulfillment. By doing so, they bring a sense of calm and stability to their relationships, offering not just support, but emotional independence. They don't need their partner to complete them because they're already whole on their own. This creates a healthier dynamic where both individuals can thrive independently while supporting each other. The fifth habit successful men avoid is disrespecting boundaries. Boundaries are the foundation of respect, trust, and mutual understanding in any relationship. Successful men understand that boundaries are not about control, but about maintaining the integrity of both individuals involved. Stoicism teaches us that respect for ourselves and others is essential for a virtuous life. When successful men encounter boundaries, they honor them, they set their own boundaries and communicate them clearly, and they respect the boundaries their partner sets as well. Failure to respect boundaries only leads to resentment and frustration. By prioritizing healthy boundaries, both partners feel safe, valued, and understood, which strengthens the relationship. If you've ever struggled with boundaries in your relationship, or if you've learned the hard way how important they are, you're not alone. In the next section, we'll dive into the sixth habit that successful men avoid: neglecting personal growth. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the Stoic wisdom that can transform not only your relationships but your life as a whole. As we dive deeper into the habits that successful men avoid in relationships, remember that these habits aren't just about avoiding mistakes. They are about actively working on yourself and fostering healthier, more fulfilling connections. Now, let's continue with the next crucial habit that successful men steer clear of: neglecting personal growth. One of the key principles of successful relationships is mutual growth. Successful men understand that in order to be the best partner, they must first be committed to their own development. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that once you're in a relationship, growth stops, but that's far from the truth. Relationships grow stronger when both people are actively working on themselves. Successful men avoid the habit of neglecting their own growth by consistently engaging in self-reflection, learning new skills, and striving to improve themselves. This commitment to growth doesn't just benefit them individually, it also inspires their partner to do the same. When both individuals are continuously evolving, the relationship itself becomes a space for deeper connection and long-term happiness. If you're committed to your own growth and want more ways to apply Stoic philosophy in your life, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. We'll dive into more ways you can foster growth in yourself and your relationships. The seventh habit successful men avoid is avoiding difficult conversations. It's tempting to let uncomfortable topics slide, whether it's a sensitive issue, a concern, or a conflict. But avoiding these conversations only leads to bigger problems later on. Stoicism teaches us to approach challenges with courage, clarity, and honesty. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Instead of shying away from conflict, successful men lean into difficult conversations with maturity, patience, and openness. By addressing issues head-on, they prevent small problems from snowballing into bigger ones. They approach these conversations with the goal to understand, resolve, and grow, not to win or attack. This mindset opens the door for healthy communication and creates space for both partners to express themselves freely, leading to a more harmonious relationship. If you've ever struggled with difficult conversations, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've navigated these situations. And don't forget to subscribe for more relationship tips and Stoic insights. In conclusion, successful men avoid these 7 harmful habits in relationships: emotional reactivity, people-pleasing, jealousy and possessiveness, relying on external validation for happiness, disrespecting boundaries, neglecting personal growth, and avoiding difficult conversations. By integrating Stoic philosophy into our lives, we can cultivate healthier relationships, stronger connections, and more fulfilling partnerships. Remember, success in relationships isn't about being perfect. It's about continuous growth, emotional control, and mutual respect for ourselves and others. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content on Stoicism and how it can enhance your life and relationships. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.